Fox 5 News at 5.
The D.C. Council unanimously approved an historic legislation today allowing the use of medical marijuana. 14 states already have similar laws on the books. Fox 5's Karen Gray Houston is here now to explain what it all means. Karen?
Hey, Sean, this is an issue D.C. residents have voted on before. It was an initiative that 69% of voters approved back in 1998. But for 10 years, Congress refused to allow it to be implemented. Well, now we've got a new Congress, and Councilmember David Catania and his staff have crafted a new bill, which would allow sick people to get as much as 4 ounces of marijuana over any 30-day period. The new bill doesn't let just any old body smoke marijuana. You have to be sick with AIDS, glaucoma, cancer, or other debilitating chronic medical condition.
Instead of having to go to open-air drug markets to access medical marijuana, they can go to licensed dispensaries that have quality control so they can get medical-grade cannabis.
There were patients present at the council vote. People like Debbie Salmi, who has breast cancer and says she started smoking marijuana because she couldn't deal with the side effects of OxyContin and oxycodone.
In January, when I started using this and tried it and said, oh my God, it relieves my pain.
The bill would require patients to have a doctor's signed permission to get their marijuana. There would be cultivation centers that would be registered with the health department. 5 dispensaries would be licensed to operate in the district, and that's where sick people would buy their drugs.
Those dispensaries, they're not going to look like hash bars or coffee houses. In fact, also included in this bill is a prohibition on use of medical marijuana at the dispensary.
The bill's main sponsor is hopeful Congress won't reject it.
I feel very comfortable with what we have now. I think it's going to be very defensible before Congress, and we always have to be very careful, sometimes more restrictive than we might otherwise like.
But what about the suggestion that this measure is the first step toward legalizing the recreational use of marijuana?
It's people who are afraid of legalization and would arrest patients in order to prevent it who are taking advantage of sick people, not the other way around.
The council rejected an amendment that would have protected patients on the job. David Catania said it would not have been helpful to protect people under the influence, especially if they had jobs in law enforcement or anything that would endanger the public. Sean?
Karen Gray Houston, thank you. The bill now goes to Mayor Adrian Fenty, who is expected to sign it. It then heads to Capitol Hill for congressional review.